Welcome everyone to Kotak Chat Room presented by Kotak Securities. I'm Indu Chaudhary. Campus Activewear IPO will open for subscription next week and I'm sure आप सब इस IPO और इस कंपनी के बारे में जानना चाहते हैं. इसलिए कोटक चैट रूम में we have invited Mr. Nikhil Agrawal, Chief Executive Officer, and Mr. Piyush Singh, Chief Strategy Officer of Campus Activewear Limited. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining in. Please give us a brief about this OFS and why has the company opted to go with an offer for sale process?
Sure, Indu. So, see, Indu, given our track record of the last 10 years also, and specifically for the last 3, 4 years, we have generated significant operating cash flow. And at the same time, we have enough, margins. We have very, very healthy margins rather to sustain all of our capex or working capital needs from internal accruals. So, as a franchise, हमें अभी तक need nahi laga. Even all of our partners, be it TPG, the private equity partners or the board, we all felt that because it's a fairly low capex industry, हमें ज़्यादा capex की need नहीं होती है to expand. It's more of human capital intensive rather than capex intensive. So from that perspective, we opted for 100% offer for sale. And at the same time, just want to mention that इवन इन ऑफर फॉर सेल एज अ प्रमोटर फैमिली हम लोग खाली 4% डाइल्यूट कर रहे हैं. खाली नहीं बोलूंगा, 4% भी बहुत होता है फॉर अस बिकॉज वी आर दिस इज अ फुल टाइम बिजनेस फॉर द फैमिली. हमारा इसके बाहर में और कोई बिजनेस नहीं है. एंड 75% ऑफ द शेयर होल्डिंग विल स्टिल बी होल्डिंग दैट पोस्ट द IPO even after this dilution. So we are full, we live and breathe campus every day, be it the family or the entire franchise or the management.
Okay, so now we would like to understand, is there going to be any changes to your business growth plan or strategy post listing? मतलब कुछ तो सोचा होगा कि एक बार लिस्टिंग बेनिफिट्स मिलते हैं हर कंपनी को स्टॉक मार्केट में इन्वेस्ट करने के बाद, पर उसके बाद बाकी कॉम्पिटिटर्स भी है यहाँ पर, तो आपके बिजनेस प्लान में स्ट्रैटेजी में क्या कुछ न्यू चीजें ऐड होने वाली हैं?
So not really, Indu. सी हम लोग का बिजनेस प्लान फेयरली क्लियर है. हम लोग एक स्ट्रैटेजी फॉलो कर रहे हैं फॉर द लास्ट 3, 4 years which has worked very well for the company. We are the number one brand with the highest top of mind recall in the domestic sports shoe industry, even compared to the MNC brands in India. तो अभी हम लोग का गोइंग फॉरवर्ड लाइक दो तीन चीज़ों पे हम फोकस करेंगे. जैसे विमेन एंड किड्स का सेगमेंट है, दैट इज अ वेरी अंडर पेनिट्रेटेड सेगमेंट, बहुत अनऑर्गेनाइज्ड है इंडिया में. अगेन व्हेन इट कम्स टू दैट सेगमेंट, वी आर वन ऑफ द लार्जेस्ट इन द ब्रांडेड स्पोर्ट्स एंड लीजर मार्केट. तो उस पर फोकस रहेगा, उसको ग्रो करने का फोकस रहेगा गोइंग फॉरवर्ड टू अ सिग्निफिकेंट लेवल. Then the second focus would be in terms of we are already a pan India brand, but at the same time, we'd be focusing more on the south and west markets from already where we are today. तो उस पे भी एक फोकस रहेगा टू ग्रो दैट साइड ऑफ द मार्केट. एंड थर्ड, वी विल कंटिन्यू टू इन्वेस्ट एंड ग्रो इन आवर ओमनी चैनल नेटवर्क. तो हम लोग का 60% डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन बेस्ड बिजनेस है एंड 40% D2C बेस्ड बिजनेस है. D2C में ऑनलाइन आ जाता है, 35% इज ऑनलाइन एंड 5% इज D2C ऑफलाइन, विच मीन्स वी हैव आवर ओन EBO आउटलेट्स ऑल्सो, जो करीबन 100 के करीब हमारे अपने EBO आउटलेट्स हैं. तो given these strategies, we will continue to expand, going forward. We are already the market leaders. We are very much loved by our consumers all across India. They love the products. We are very innovative when it comes to our design capabilities, our product quality, every aspect of the shoe and the brand. So the value proposition that we are providing is very much appreciated by them, and for this very reason, we'll continue to gain more and more market share.
Are you going to focus on offline business only, और या फिर कंपनी आगे चल के, जैसे हमने देखा है बाकी कंपनीज भी, बाकी जितने भी बड़े कंपनीज हैं, now they have started focusing more and more on online growth. So what would be your strategy?
Online has been part of our strategy for the last 3 years. In fact, just because of the love and admiration we have received from our end consumers, especially from tier 2, tier 3, and tier 4 cities and semi-urban centers, we have not only managed to grow our online business across these centers, but we have also managed to create aspirational quotient around the brand, and hence 27% of our revenues have started coming from metro tier ones also. Now, you'll be delighted to hear this, that uh, already 35% of our overall revenues come from online channel itself. While in if you look at the broader footwear category, 15% of the category is online. We are far ahead of the category in terms of online penetration. So 60% of our revenues come from traditional trade distribution, another 5% comes from our own stores, and 35% comes from online. So far as online is concerned, we are already amongst the top three players across most of the marketplaces that you can think of, be it Flipkart, Amazon, Myntra, Jio. We are one of the most loved brands. और उसका रीजन यही है कि people are very well aware of the brand over the last 15-20 years through our trade distribution network. So the moment we went online, what happened was, earlier people were getting a choice between 30 to 40 designs. Now, since the time we have gone online, we have been able to showcase a far wider portfolio of, say, 2,000 active styles to our end consumers, and they have been pleasantly surprised and delighted with the kind of offerings that we have. And this is something that has helped us grow phenomenally over the last 3 years, especially if you talk about online. So online would stay a very critical piece of our strategy going forward as well.
Is there any challenge, or do you think there's any risk involved in this part also, because there are a lot of competition in this segment only?
See, the way we have incubated and started this online channel, तो ये one way relationship नहीं है, two way relationship है. Uh, Given that we share a very symbiotic relationship with all of our channel partners, so be it Amazon, Flipkart, any of the top leading marketplaces. So the way it works is campus, because एक पैन इंडिया ब्रांड है और जो एक टियर 2 टियर 3 मार्केट में बहुत ही पॉपुलर ब्रांड है, तो वहाँ की जो एक कस्टमर एक्विजिशन कॉस्ट है, वो वो एक फॉर दीज मार्केट प्लेसेस इट इज लोअर बिकॉज ऑफ कैंपस, क्योंकि कैंपस उनको इन मार्केट प्लेसेस को भी एक नया कस्टमर लेके आता है उनके मार्केट प्लेस पे. तो गिवन दीज डायनेमिक्स, वो हमें एक प्रेफरेंशियल ट्रीटमेंट देते हैं ऑन दीज मार्केट प्लेसेस. दे लव टू हैव कैंपस, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दिस this very reason, it's a symbiotic relationship, it's not a one way relationship.
Fashion trend is changing a lot, and there are a lot of new startups and companies also. There are a lot of small startups which are providing their products through different social media platforms as well. Okay, so this market has become really competitive. So कंपनी के पास क्या कुछ ऐसा प्लान है कि आप अपने मॉडल्स में या फिर आप अपने जो प्रोडक्ट्स है उनमें और ज़्यादा न्यू प्रोडक्ट्स या पोर्टफोलियो को और एक्सपैंड कर सके और नए प्रोडक्ट्स ऐड कर सके, या फिर स्पोर्ट्स पर ही आप ज़्यादा इनोवेशन करना चाहेंगे, उनसे रिलेटेड ही प्रोडक्ट्स लॉन्च करेंगे?
So, Indu, great question. So, in order to answer this question, let's first understand what sports footwear in India is all about. See, if you look at sports industry globally now, you'll come across two or three important, you can say, pivots or regions where sports companies are focused. One is performance end of the footwear. ऐसा sports footwear which helps you in reducing 2 minutes from your marathon run time of 2 hours, which is meant for ultra athletes or people like that, and that is very expensive. Unfortunately, उस segment का India में भी market नहीं है. If you look at Campus as a company, we are essentially a fashion forward company. We offer footwear which offer 3 or 4 core attributes. One is comfort, second is style. We are very heavily indexed on style. हम अपने फुटवेयर में ज्यादा से ज्यादा फैशन एलिमेंट्स ऐड करते हैं, एंड वी ऑफर sports like features, which is like which makes you feel good. Our footwear is not meant for performance footwear. It's not meant for hardcore running or hardcore exercise or hardcore gymming. It's meant for moderate running, moderate gymming, and at the same time we add a lot of fashion element to it. And the kind of portfolio we offer, at any given point in time we offer 6 to 700 designs across 3 to 4 colorways. uh, this is the most expansive and the widest portfolio that you can think of. इससे बड़ा पोर्टफोलियो इंडिया में बहुत ही कम कंपनीज ऑफर कर सकती हैं. दे डोंट इवन हैव द एपेटाइट टू ऑफर, फॉरगेट अबाउट एक्चुअल ऑफरिंग. सो हमारा जो यूएसपी लाई करता है ना, वो इस चीज में लाई करता है कि जो ग्लोबल ट्रेंड, स्टाइल और कलर पैलेट्स है ना, जो आपको इंटरनेशनली दिखते हैं, स्पेशली इफ यू सी with the penetration of smartphones and the low cost of data that we have in this country, people are consuming a lot of content. They see that globally क्या trend चल रहा है, metros tier 1 में क्या trend चल रहा है in terms of fashion elements, styles, colors, etc. As campus, our endeavor is to bring all those trends, styles, and colors to markets, and especially our end consumers across metro, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and semi urban centers in the fastest time possible. So, we are in a way a fashion forward company which offers a sports like portfolio as well. So, at the same time, expanding casual footwear is a big part of our strategy going forward. Almost 7 to 8% of our revenue already comes from casual footwear. Now, over the next 5 7 years, we'll be turbocharging this category as well, along with our sports and athleisure category. So we have a very clear, concrete, well-defined plan for the next 5 10 years on how to increase our market share in our existing category and how to venture into newer categories as well.
Which segment is the best performer? Yes.
In the product segment also, if you look at it, all our segments have performed really well. So I'll give you some perspective around our FY22 numbers also. So FY21 में भी हमने around 711 crores का revenue किया था, which was at line with our FY20 numbers of 732 crores. While industry degrew at around 25%, we managed to meet our FY20 numbers with almost same level of profitability at EBITDA levels. So our EBITDAs at FY20 were around 18.9%. FY21 it was at almost 17% with only 7 months of operations. In FY22, if you look at our 9 months number, our 9 month numbers are already close to 850 crores. And if you look at our trailing 12-month numbers till December 21, we have already crossed 1100 crores by that level. And our profitability has also touched like 20% EBITDA margins. So in that, all our segments have done really well. Economy segment has also grown. Our semi-premium portfolio has also grown, and our premium portfolio has especially grown. So just to give you that perspective, our premium portfolio, which used to be around 31% in FY19, has almost grown closer to 40% in FY22 9 month level. So we have been able to premiumize our portfolio at almost a CAGR of 7.5%. In fact, if you look at our 9 months, trailing 12 months numbers at December 21 versus FY21 numbers, our growth is already around 60% on a year-on-year basis. So that clearly demonstrates that we have already done volume growth at around 50%, and our ASP CAGRs have already been in the level of 7 to 8%. So all in all segments are doing really well for us.
Sure. Thank you so much, Nikhil and Piyush, for joining us. And आपने पूरा information हमारे साथ share की है. Thanks a lot for that. And we wish you all the best for your new journey. And thank you so much again.
Thank you, Indu. Pleasure
Thank you so
talking
much.
to you.
It was very nice talking to you. Thanks, Indu.
Investments in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.